Hello, my dear USANA family. This is Bob Lin, 12-star Diamond Director from Sydney, Australia. It is my great pleasure today to share some of my stories and my experiences with all of you. I joined USANA in 2001, and at that time, I was only 21 years old. Do I still look 21, guys? Thank you so much. At least I feel like 21. Honestly, I can tell you my body condition and the way I feel is much better even when I'm a teenager. Every morning, my wife and I will wake up, drink our Nutrimilk, and also get on the treadmill for at least 30 minutes, just to get our body into the best possible state. Then we will also do 30 minutes of reading because knowledge is power, especially during these uncertain times. Do you agree, guys? Please say yes. Fantastic. I just love you. So let's get together, okay? And move our body so our body is in the most possible condition. Many people ask me, no matter it's during those conventions or during our team meetings, a lot of people ask me, Bob, how do you become a 12-star Diamond Director, especially when you're still looking so young? And today, I want to share with you some of my top tips, top secrets to fast track to your success. Are you ready? Please say yes again. Fantastic. The first key to fast track your success in USANA is that attitude determines our altitude. And I still remember in 2003 when my mentor asked me whether I want to go to Singapore together to open the Singapore market. At that time, I was kind of scared because I felt that I wasn't ready. And I had never been to Singapore. And guess what? He said, Bob, if you really want to be successful, you need to be proactive in everything you do in life. And stop those fearful thoughts that has always been stopping you. So I didn't hesitate. I still remember at that time, I was fourth year in my law degree. So I decided to stop my law degree and flew down to Singapore with my mentor and my friends. There was 5 of us. We lived in one very, very small apartment. Every morning, my mentor will ask me, Bob, how do you feel today? Because our attitude determines how we're going to do everything we do in a day. I said, I feel great. I feel perfect. Then after that, we will take our $1 million bags and we will go straight out of the door. So at that time, every day I faced lots and lots of rejections because I start the whole USANA journey through the Singapore cold market. I didn't know any people and I can't even honestly share the USANA story properly with everyone. But guess what? Practice makes everything perfect. So every day I will carry my $1 million bag and prospect each businesses, each stranger one by one. I've been to so many food courts in Singapore. I've been to the best university grounds in Singapore. And I've also been to so many business buildings one by one, trying to prospect and share the USANA story. And what do you think the result was? Did I achieve success? For the first 6 months, it was very, very difficult. And my success was very, very limited through the cold market. But my mentor again told me, Bob, you need to keep going. You need to persist through the pain. So every day, my wife and I will share our story one after another, one after another. Sometimes in a day, we'll probably prospect 50 strangers or more. Can you believe it? Some of my team, they said to me right now, they said, Bob, how come my business is running so slow? And I asked them, how many people do you prospect every day? They said, I probably will make 2 phone calls in a week. And if they say no, I will become very, very hesitant to make another call. That is why I am 12 star and they are just a very normal associate. So the first key that I would like to share with you today is attitude determines everything. We need to always think positive, have a clear goal. I still remember at that time, even now, in my office, on my fridge, I will post my goal on the wall. My top 3 goals of the year. I am very, very focused in achieving my goal. And also, my wonderful mentor, Tony Robbins, has taught me. He said, always write your goals on a little card and place it in your wallet. That is what I do. Because when it places in your wallet, you tend to look at it all the time. So that is a little secret I can share with everyone. The second key that I would like to share with everyone is that we need to remain ourselves in a peak state. What I meant by that, I still remember when I went to the first Tony Robbins UPW event in Sydney. When I got into the room, I was shocked by the atmosphere. The reason why I attended the course is because I want to change my life and I didn't know how to. So I decided to pay 995 Australian dollars, which is about 17 years ago, to go to a 3-day event. I didn't have the money. So guess what? I asked my mother to borrow me the $995. After I went to the seminar, I was blown away. My biggest fear at that time I had in my mind was I was too young. So when I had that fear in my mind, I had a lot of obstacles in sharing my USANA stories with people who is much older than me. But Tony taught me one thing, which I made a breakthrough. He said, fear equals false evidence appearing real. Again, fear, anything we fear in our mind, really means false evidence appearing real. So I just took the step forward. We did the firewalk. I still remember the first time I did the firewalk. That was so scary. But Tony said, you have to look at your goal and just keep going ahead. And that is what I did. Throughout my journey in USANA, there are so many memories. And I couldn't be more thankful than my beautiful wife, Mary. USANA business have not just changed our income. It have absolutely changed our relationship. We have a beautiful family. We have one daughter. She's nearly 12 years old. Her name is Sophie. She is such a happy kid and she loves USANA. Last time, my wife and I asked her, Sophie, what do you like to do when you grow up? Because right now she's a teenager. And the answer just popped out her mouth. She said, Dad, when I grow up, I want to do USANA. And I said, oh, really? You want to do USANA? Why is that? She said, the reason why I want to do USANA is that I can go travel the world because I see you and mommy always traveling. That is so true, guys. USANA have really changed our life. Every year, we probably will, I don't know, go to at least 10 to 20 countries, and not just doing presentations and doing trainings and meeting new people. Half of the time we are traveling the city and also enjoying our time. Even during these difficult times, our income haven't stopped at all. This really is because of USANA and the decision we made 19 years ago. Thank you, Dr. Wenz, and also thank you, USANA. You have changed our lives. So the third key I would like to share with everyone is that we need to have ambition. I still remember a famous story. It's about a king. Before the king passed away, he decides to pass on all his treasures, his gold, his jewelries to the people. He thinks that he doesn't want to take the treasure just for himself. He wants to give it away. So he asked the people a question. He said, if you can answer this question correctly, I will give you all my treasures. So everyone in his kingdom decided to answer the question. So what was the question? The question was, what is the biggest difference between the poor and the rich? Some people answered, they said, King, the reason why people are poor is because they have no confidence. The king replied, that is correct, but it's not the answer I am looking for. Some people said, King, the reason why they are poor is because they don't have any money. That is true. Also, the king laughed. And some people said, the reason why people is poor is because they have bad attitudes and they are not taking any action. The king replied, that is true, but it's not the answer I am looking for. And after thousands and thousands of answers, there was one girl who answered the question correctly and taken away all his treasure. The answer to this question was ambition. Yes, you answered it right. The biggest difference between the poor and the rich is whether they have ambition, whether you have a hunger for change. Honestly, I can tell you, even after 19 years, my wife and I have been in this business, I have never been so hungry. Hungry for knowledge, hungry for improvement, both mentally and physically. How do I look, guys? Do I look great? Give me a thumbs up, guys. Fantastic. Because your mindset determines everything. You got to be hungry. You got to be just like what Steve Jobs says, stay hungry and stay foolish. Because hunger is what makes you going forward. Fantastic, guys. So the fourth key I would like to share with everyone is progress equals happiness. You realize that many people in this world, when you ask them, why do you join USANA? What is your why? Let me ask the audience behind the camera. What is your why? What is the main reason you joined USANA? Is it because of creating more income? for your family? Or is it because you want to meet new friends? Or maybe it's because you want to, increase your knowledge through the education systems in USANA. That's all very, very good. Because you realize that to be more happier, because most people actually, they are looking for happiness. Do you agree? Fantastic. Because you realize that happiness doesn't come from more wealth, although wealth is so important to bring happiness. So what really brings happiness is progress. When you have progress physically, when you feel healthier through proper eating, through taking the right supplements, through exercise, you will feel happier. And also happiness comes from learning new things every single day. And I can promise you that USANA is the best platform to improve every part of your life. And also it can improve your relationships with your wife and your kids. Many people say, Bob, you and Mary are such a great couple. You're such a strong bond, not just family-wise, but also very strong bond business-wise. And the reason why we have such a strong bond is that we have been facing so many challenges together in the past 19 years in USANA. We cried together, we laughed together, we slept on a mattress in Singapore with no furnitures for at least a year. And I still remember in that room, we had no air conditioning. There was a restaurant, just below our apartment that is so loud and noisy. But we knew to become a successful entrepreneur, we need to overcome everything in front of us. Sometimes that is very, very difficult. But Tony Robbins always tells us, what is a true leader? True leaders are determined not in times of smoothness. A true leader are determined in times of challenge, in times of difficulties. When everyone is giving up, a true leader will never ever give up. Just like what Winston Churchill always says, never, never, never give up. In Singapore, I lived in Singapore for 3 years. Then we moved our business to Malaysia and we built a massive business in Malaysia, and I lived there for 2 years. Then our business branched to Hong Kong and all over Asia, US, Canada, Taiwan, everywhere across the world. And there is over about 400,000 associates in my USANA business. Honestly, I never thought our USANA business will go this big. Honestly, never thought. My dream in the beginning was just to increase, have an extra income of about 100 to 200 US dollars every week. Because at that time I was a uni student and I was doing a casual job. And every week I was getting about 100 US dollars. So I thought USANA had been a second stream of income. If that can give me another $100, I'm so happy already. But let me tell you, my income through USANA have not just increased 10 times, but maybe 50 times or more. It is just an incredible business that you got to look at. So I talked about the 4 keys just then. And the 5th key I would like to share with everyone today to become successful in this business is that we need to take massive action. Massive, consistent action is what will bring you success in this business. Every morning, in the beginning, even until now, I will do the most productive things and the most important things first. That in this business is prospecting. So everybody have to remember, 80% of your time we need to spend doing prospecting. So a lot of people said, Bob, you're a 12-star diamond already. You still doing prospecting? The answer is yes. My wife and I do a lot of prospecting every single day. When I go to those Fortune 25 trips, and when I, chat with all my Fortune 25 friends in USANA, all the top associates in USANA, they are super prospecting machines. Everywhere they go, no matter it's a restaurant or like on the street or just on a bus, anytime when they see people, they will start prospecting. And I still remember our wonderful Claire Larson used to teach us. She says, you need to be a natural networker. So what that means is you don't look for people purposely. You are just a people magnet. Wherever you go, you will talk to people. And you can start talking to people by having a wonderful smile. Do I have a great smile? Come on guys, let's smile for me. Yeah, very good. A lot of people say, Bob, you have the perfect Walmart smile. So what is the perfect Walmart smile? Is that you're having all your teeth out like this. Fantastic guys, let's try that. Because smile is the perfect way of getting the bond between you and the stranger. Honestly, there is no stranger. When you change the word stranger, when you change the meaning, it actually means a person you've never met before. Just imagine your wife, right? Before you met her, you were strangers, right? So you gotta be proactive. You gotta take the first step and meeting more people. Because 80% is prospecting and 20% we call the management mode. So even though you have a small team or a massive team like myself today, you still wouldn't want to spend too much of your time doing those management works, which that includes doing follow-ups, arranging meetings, and also those little political issues between each human being. You wouldn't want to spend too much time on that. So the fifth key again was take massive and consistent action. And every day, can we repeat it with me again? We got to go out and prospect. Okay, that is what creates income and creates results. So if you want more income in 2020, even during this difficult time, a lot of people said, I cannot go out of my home now. How can I meet more people? Honestly, if you want to succeed in any business, there is no excuses. That's why I mentioned about, hunger and drive is so important in this business. I have so many, business in Asia that has been affected by the current situation right now. They couldn't go out of the house. But guess what? They are doing rank advancements even right now. They are going gold. They are going ruby just by staying at home. So no excuses, guys, if you really want to succeed. If you cannot do it face to face, we can do it behind a camera like today, right? So get online, pick up those calls, those phones, and make more calls. Because when you are, being proactive, you are bringing more opportunities for yourself and the other people. I still remember one of my mentors told me, he said that, Bob, when you are proactive, you have to achieve 50% of success already. The other 50% really depends on the other person's current situation right now. And to be honest with you, today, So many people in this world are looking for opportunities. So many people. A lot of people are facing unemployment. A lot of businesses are facing, shutdowns. So people are looking for ways to generate more income into their business. So right now is the perfect time to share the USANA business with every single body, everyone around you. And do remember that you are giving a gift to another. USANA is a gift. When you take USANA, it's a gift for yourself. But when you are sharing USANA, it is a gift for your friend and your family. You are giving them the gift of health, the gift of opportunity and wealth. So before I leave today, I really want to say thank you and leave you with one note. Always be grateful. Always be grateful of what you have. And I always remember what Tony Robbins always says. He says that the art of living is not getting. The art of living is about giving away. It's about giving your time, giving your experiences, giving your wealth, giving your attention, and giving your love to one another. When you're feeling abundance, when you're feeling grateful, no matter if it's in your USANA business or in your family life, when you're feeling grateful, everything will get better. Okay, guys, I love you and I wish that I can be there with you. I'm sure that in the near future, I will be there in front of you and you can tell me, thank you, Bob. It was that day when I saw you behind the camera. Your words have impacted my life. Your words have made me more confident and wanting to take action. I can promise you, I come from a very, very humble background. Both my parents, they are Chinese immigrants from China. When we came to Australia, we had nothing, literally nothing. My dad came to Australia, only had $400 in his pocket. But we had a dream. We never settle for ordinary. We know that by working harder than other people, we can get more than what we really wanted. And I'm really also grateful that by getting more, we can give away more. In 2017, my wife and I, and also some of our wonderful USANA associates, we went to Uganda. And I can tell you, when I went to Uganda, I saw the Dr. Wen's vision. Dr. Wen's has about 4 hospitals there, 1 major hospital for pregnancy and also education, and also some small clinics around the rural areas in Uganda. When I was holding those kids with HIV, with malaria, I was really, really touched. I was really, really touched by how strong they are, even living in some of the most difficult situations. They didn't make excuses. They are always happy and they are always looking forward to life. So let's get together, improve ourselves so we can give more away. Thank you, USANA. Thank you, my wonderful USANA family, for giving me this chance to share with all of you. Let's stay strong and keep fighting. I love you.